Hello and welcome to Playing Hardball and a special video. Today is election day, or let's say the next couple of days are election days. Today we are not playing anything, but I announced that we want to think about what to play next now that we finished Battletech. The last episodes and the review will air very shortly. And I have a list of games that I want to play. We will play all of them. You will see all of them on the channel in time. But the question is, of course, which one first? So we are going to look at what I am thinking of and what space my hard drive can afford. And I would ask you to write into the comment section what game or which game you would like, or maybe you also can name like 3 or something that you would like to see first on the channel. Yeah, that you would be interested in most. I'm doing it in the form of this video because the community tab on YouTube only allows for, I think, 5 options to vote for. Maybe even only 4, I'm not sure. But there are a few more. So let's have a pre-election at least. And if things are not really conclusive, then I might make a real election thread there. So the first one is Disco Elysium, the final cut. So this game, and this is all like part of my pile of shame, okay? So this game is supposed to be the best game ever. A lot of people think that, at least, a lot of the media. It is sort of a CRPG, as we can see here. I'm just telling you a little bit about it. So it seems to be very cool with more a psychological thing in there. Let's just look here at some. Okay, it doesn't say. Well, let's look at the trailer then for a second there. So there's some form of murder case or so, yeah. And like the design and everything, it seems to be extremely interesting and impressive and weird.
In the great city at the end of the world, there's a dead body behind the hostile cafeteria, and a strike that's about to become a war. Precinct 57 sent their finest. Precinct 41 sent you. Prove them wrong.
So we are not really a hero or anything, but more of a detective
Elysium.
Yeah, okay, so the trailer is probably not showing a lot. But I also don't want to get into this too long, but just so we have an idea what this is about, right? So it looks like a CRPG or something, very story rich. So that's our character, and I think this could be really, really interesting. That's a really funny beard we have there, and there's a psychology thing going on. Yeah, so like RPG. Certain aspects of our psychology will share the opinion about decisions that we make, right? So, and that's also groundbreaking, and it is supposed to be like really, really good. So this would be my personal first choice, but I don't want to influence the election in that way. Yeah, so please really say what you personally would like best. I'm going to play all of them. So, but this is one choice. That is game number 1. Then we have Batman. And this would be the first game. Here, Batman Arkham Knight. The first superhero game on the channel so far. So the graphics look really good. And well, we know what Batman is about, right? Blood, language, suggestive themes, violence. Sounds good. Oh. Yeah, I like her, by the way. She's just my kind of psychopath.
Everyone was there. Scarecrow said he had a plan.
Well, I think it's just a punch game or something.
And Gotham would be ours.
Over my dead body.
I believe
Like
that
the
was
concern. So the graphics seem to be really good. The concern that I have is that, I mean, it's supposed to be extremely good, or they even say overwhelmingly positive, yeah. My concern is that in the end, it's probably nothing really new story-wise, yeah, but it appears to be really good. Then, my third place would be War Thunder. That's this one here. So that is a game that's more like an MMO. Don't want to look there. Like it's like a shooter, but with modern equipment, with modern machines and vehicles and stuff. Yeah? Military shooting game, I guess. And it looks interesting. I mean, I'm not sure like how long we would play that. Obviously, we would play every normal game, the single player game, like completely through a complete playthrough. And in a game like this, I mean, I would play it for.
Please welcome the last major update of 2020.
Hours, right? So it's just like shooting people together with other people. So that would be my personal third thing. Then Metal Gear Solid. Where is it? In my pile of shame. There, this one here. So that's also more of an action role-playing game, sort of, but also like with shooter elements, is also overwhelmingly positive. More mature, yeah. And it looks pretty cool. Especially for the age of the game.
You're a legend in the eyes of those who live on the battlefield.
I've never played any games of the series.
The world calls for wet work. We answer.
But it sounds pretty good.
No just cause.
Maybe possibly a little bit like Ghost Recon or something, but maybe more like even more action based probably, and a little bit more like superhero wise, I guess. Oh, hello there. And it seems to be pretty cool. Tactical multiplayer game. Yeah. Not sure if there's actually... Can they actually... play as a first-rate gaming experience?
Let the legend come back to life.
But well, you have an idea. That is something I find also interesting. Then Divinity Original Sin 2. This one here. Never played it. That's literally the game, the studio behind Baldur's Gate 3, Larian Studios, made before Baldur's Gate 3. So, let's have a short look in here. So that's a CRPG, but with a different approach. Maybe I read in the critics that it's sometimes, while it's cool, it's also sort of silly a little bit sometimes. But I think it looks very good. A couple of years ago, I actually watched a Let's Play partly about it. I personally, I mean, I could have some trouble with the elves there in that game. I don't like elves usually, but they are kind of very different, but the whole world, what we can do with the world effects, the environmental effects, that's something that seems to be very, very cool. So, yeah, it seems to be very, very cool. Could be a longer thing though. That's why I would prefer to play the others first. Then we've got EVE Online. I never looked into EVE yet. Everybody knows it, I guess. It is a little bit like X3 Terran Conflict, but with or for like an MMO, yeah, community-driven space MMO. And I don't really know how it works and everything. Like, it seems to be turn-based, sort of, yeah, that in a certain time frame you can do stuff. My thinking, like, also it's a bit lower on the list, or like rather in the middle. is that this might be a title for the channel that's maybe we should maybe look into after finishing X3 Terran Conflict or something. But it could take a while to finish that game, so yeah. But this interests me for sure. Yeah, it's space combat and stuff, but I'm really I don't know what it is. If it's really action or something, or if you are rather having your little ship somewhere and it's more turn-based, or sort of more like a strategy game or so. I'm not entirely certain. But it looks impressive. There are a lot of people in that game, and they have been for decades. It's more than 20 years old now. Looks very, very interesting to me. I always wanted to look into it. That would be one thing. Then Metro Redux, which I had for a long while and never had the time. This is the first game in that series. So this is also more a post-apocalyptic thing. Playing in Moscow, in the Moscow Metro. The Moscow Underground. Oh, it's also... Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's not that bad. After 18, it's just like with a little bit of gore, I guess, right? So, but this seems to be a more a creepy thing. So it's a first-person shooter. Possibly with survival elements or something. Graphics seem to be very good. But of course, I mean, there's something. It's a mutant monster or so. Yeah, and I mean, there are probably horror elements there. So, and it's more like a shooter RPG. Right, so. That's an option. Metro 2033 Redux. Then Middle-earth, Shadow of Mordor. This one here. Everybody knows Lords of the Rings, right? Oh, they don't have a video here. Then let's look at the picture. So it's sort of, you have this guy here, and you are kind of connected to an apparition, like a spirit or something, and he's like in your body, and it seems to be cool. And you need to use orcs. You hunt orcs. Oh, that's it. Okay. Graphics look pretty good. I mean, it consumes a lot of space on the hard drive as well. Yeah, and you are fighting through Mordor. So it's more an action game as well, like we can see here. But it looks pretty cool. Looks pretty cool and promising. I always wanted to play it, never had the time. Then we've got XCOM Chimera Squad, this one here, which is like a cook-up of XCOM 2, but with aliens in your squad. So something has happened politically, and now some of the aliens that
XCOM Chimera Squad is a brand new turn-based tactics game in the acclaimed XCOM series. In XCOM 2, players led the resistance against the alien rulers of Earth and their puppet government. 5 years later, Earth is liberated, and humans and aliens must forge an uneasy peace. Welcome to City 31, where former combatants live side by side, with unity hanging in the balance. This game follows Chimera Squad, an elite team of human and alien agents chosen for their abilities and dedication. Sent to help.
So it is. It has not been received so well, but I got it for a few bucks a while ago. Yeah, and it's possibly not a super long game, but yeah, I want to look into it. And then we've got Yakuza 0, this one here. So that's also more of an action RPG or something where people beat each other up. But also, it's also like very well received. Yakuza game, it's not like boxing. The man who gets bet down is a loser. The guy who can tough it out to the end is the one. Sega's acclaimed. Yeah. Oh my goodness, what are they doing with the world? Finally comes to PC. Yeah. So it's like punching and so on. I would expect some very interesting ethical questions in this crime world, right? You know, Yakuza, that's the Japanese underworld, like the Japanese mafia. So, and then the last one, Pillars of Eternity 2, Deadfire. Why is this one the last one when it is probably one of the best games or the best CRPG games ever? Well, the thing is, I played Pillars of Eternity 1, and we have the review and my introduction and my final thoughts on that game on the channel, if you want to have a look at that one. It was enjoyable, but this is one of the very, very few games, maybe the only one, where I stopped playing and I couldn't get into the game for years. Yeah? It's complex, but I personally, I only liked one character very much, this the blonde guy. I forgot his name, but like it's certainly epic, but it took forever. And while I usually like that a lot, I had trouble. Oh yeah, here by the way, so we are actually sailing around on a pirate ship, and that's actually what I find really cool here, to outfit your pirate ship. So that's really, really cool. Maybe you can even have different ships, so that would be super cool. And I'm looking forward to that one, but it's super long probably to play. Another very epic title, but we don't have a CRPG, a fantasy CRPG on the channel right now. So it would certainly scratch an itch for me personally. But yeah, so I have some doubts. It looks super cool, but I have some doubts because Pillars of Eternity 1 really had me at the point that I really couldn't get back into the game after this longer break. And I tried it like 3-4 times, played for half an hour, but then I just stopped because I was just not interested. It sounds very mean, and it's certainly didn't deserve that, but it's just how it is. So this seems to be really cool, and I enjoyed the last one, the first one I mean. Yeah, but this could take forever as well. So, and then that's why I would rather look into the others first. But if you say, okay, this seems super cool, then by all means, please do tell. So, and that's actually what we have there. Here you can see my huge pile of shame. And by the way, before you say, I know some people would like me to play Company of Heroes 2, but I think we have enough World War II on the channel right now. Once we are done with Strategic Mind, where is it here? The Pacific. We will play that, I think, but it's not going to be the next or second next game. So those are the games. I would appreciate it if you would share your opinion. Well, and if you like this opportunity here to be included into such a decision, how about you like this video as well? And if you just found the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, how about you do that too, so you never ever miss an episode again, and hit the bell for that purpose. Yeah. So I would invite you heartily to share your opinion in the comment section. And as I said before, so if there is a close call or something, then I'm going to do this community election thing. And yeah, like with the first 3 to 5 choices or something. Yeah. So, but those are the choices I would think are good choices at the moment. Please do tell what you think. You are heartily invited. And see you in the next episode on Playing Hardball, on the next video.